Folks, welcome back to another episode of Conversations. We are your host, Ben.
And I'm Ryan.
And we have a very, 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 very special guest. Our homie in the pod, we have lyricist, poet, philosopher, food stack master, one half of the year of the ox. We got LyRicks, a.k.a. Bap Ross, and my favorite mukbanger, my only mukbanger, we have Rick Lee in the pod.
Let's go, man. That was...
Hey.
When the introduction requires a phone read?
Yes,
I
wanted to make sure that I caught everything.
Thank you.
When I say my favorite mukbang, so you legit, and I'm not lying, were the first mukbang I've ever seen.
Wow.
And it was this video where you weren't saying a word. You were just cooking, and you were making kimchi jjigae from scratch. And then you just sat down and you just started eating. You didn't say a word. And I was like, why am I still watching this? I felt like it was like 10, 15 minutes or something.
Obnoxiously long.
And I was like, I'm still watching this.
Yeah.
And I've heard of mukbangs before. And I'm like, I don't understand the whole thing about watching somebody eat. But when I watched you, I got it. So I just got to say, man, I want to give you your flowers for that.
Oh my
you
God,
know what I mean?
Thank you so much. Thank you.
But Rick, man, hey, thank you for coming on to the pod, man.
Of course,
yeah.
of course.
How was your day, bro? I heard you had an Uber ride in that was interesting.
I'm gonna be honest with you. First of all, this is my first Uber ride to the podcast. Shout out Ryan.
There
That
you
was
go.
already.
Oh, you Ubered him in?
Yeah.
Okay,
the vibes
good job,
is,
dude.
you know what I mean? The
See?
vibes is kind of crazy.
Taking care of our guests. Look
Yeah.
at that.
Yes.
Literally, so I'm collaborating with Dine LA right now.
Okay,
So I'm
dope.
going to like a handful of different restaurants, shooting footage for them. I had a big meal today, you know.
Can you say the
Yeah,
restaurant? that you
yeah.
went to?
I went to Fanny's.
Fanny's,
Fanny's is
okay.
connected to Academy Museum, like the movie museum
Yeah,
off Wilshire.
Yeah.
Incredible food. But before the meal, I was, like that awkward dinner time where you're hungry. So I'm at the market. I'm at the Korean market.
Yep.
And I made the mistake of getting an egg sandwich, like an egg salad sandwich, because I
Oh,
thought
so
that was
you-
light.
Like a
Yeah, you
little-
thought like,
no.
let me get something to hold me over until dinner.
keep
A
the stomach
holdover.
up.
Yeah, a
Keep the stomach
holdover.
open.
100%.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
the thing
yeah.
is, it's weird. If you go to a restaurant fully fat, like fully hungry, you don't eat a lot either. You know what I mean?
That's
True.
When
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
cavern is
True,
too empty,
Right.
as
Like
soon
your
as the
stomach
food,
shrinks, so you can't
the
even get it. Yeah.
reverb,
Yep,
like fills
yep.
you up. So I
Totally.
wanted to kind of pat it down a little bit.
Yeah.
But I miscalculated. So when I got there, and Fanny's, shout out Fanny's, like it's a Dine LA menu, so it's all prefix.
What kind of food is it? Like, what kind of cuisine is that?
That's a whole so it's like I said upper class. It's fine dining,
Okay, yeah.
Americana. But then there was like Korean elements to it. There was like a short
so
rib
it's fusion.
skewer, but then it came with like sam and like pickled radish, like the mbul.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, the he's
Chef is Korean?
I thought that,
Okay,
and then he comes out and his name's June. He's Korean, dude. I knew it.
Oh, okay,
I
yeah,
knew it, bro.
yeah,
When you have
yeah,
sam
of
with
course,
and
yeah,
it
yeah.
tasted
That's
like
dope.
changjorim and galbichim. It was
Yes.
fire.
Wow.
But so I dabbled. I ate a little bit. I had to show face. The staff is kind of like nunchi buying. They're watching, seeing how much I eat. But I couldn't finish it. Today was the first time. I usually eat.
Because the egg sandwich,
salad.
yeah,
That's
that was
That's bread, yeah.
As pop channel, I don't want to use that excuse, man.
Pop channel.
Yeah, I have a few, two Bap Shakur, like as Bap Ross. I don't like leaving, leftovers, but
Yeah.
my girl has like lunch for 2 days now,
Yeah.
And
okay.
then, as you guys know, I'm prepping for my arrival of the sun.
Yes,
So,
sir.
When Ryan was like, when he invited me, he's like, yo, we're just gonna have some drinks and just hang out like boys.
Yep.
I was looking for this. I was looking forward to this so much, more than you know.
Let's
Just
go.
because everything's revolved around my girl, making sure she's good.
Yeah.
My life, I'm a masseuse and a DoorDash guy. That's all I am right now.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about? Like,
That's it.
That's
Not
it.
bad. That's not bad.
It's not bad, but sometimes my fingers hurt. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
She's
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
Wipe higher. I'm like, all right. So to be kind of away.
Wait, how far along is she again?
We're expecting next month, man. Yeah, we're in the final stretch, third
Okay.
trimester.
So we're recording this in October, so that's
Yeah.
November.
Yeah.
Okay.
November.
This is gonna
Yeah.
air.
Pippin
Probably
Day,
the same
11,
time,
11.
So
Yeah.
by the time this airs, it might be
be
like
out.
right
Yeah,
around.
arrive, baby.
Let's go.
You know what I mean?
Let's go.
No, that's why we wanted to do this, and I'm so glad that you were like, oh man, I need to just like just have some me time because
Yeah.
like, that's exactly what we do. We do me time.
Yeah, dude, we're
you
just
know?
selfish about that. This is just boys just like having an excuse to have drinks.
That
And
was euphanizing. I was like, yo, I'm gonna get trashed. That's
Ryan. This is Ryan's one day of the week where he gets to do this.
This is
Yeah.
one day a week I get to drink without or without guilt. You know what I mean? So I'm all for it. So we're gonna have some fun. We talk about some stuff.
Yeah.
I got
Well,
some
okay. Well,
stuff.
we still didn't get to the Uber ride. We still
Yes.
didn't get to the Uber
Oh my
ride.
gosh.
Yes.
So, you know, it's very seldom I get called an Uber, you know? So the text comes and it's lowercase, already Jung. That's it.
I know.
Jung, right?
I
Lowercase.
requested a Korean.
You
you don't know
You
that?
can
It's
request
like the tab
Koreans
at the
on
bottom.
Uber?
Oh,
Literally,
there's a little sub menu?
Yeah.
Oh my
Like,
god.
make sure he's Korean.
That's like South, you know?
Yeah,
Yes.
Bro, first of all, like, I'm walking out of my apartment and I see a silhouette. When the Uber driver, and you know it's Jung, you know it's Korean, he had the military ROK posture. You know, you know, like he's not slunched over. He's like this. He's mad. I thought he was freestyling or something. He's like this. I get in. He's like, she's yelling over.
on someone. Oh.
Yeah, no, not me,
Okay,
bro,
okay.
not me. I would have been like,
How about
Ryan,
you?
bro.
Dude,
Yeah.
stars,
I don't know what app you use,
I was
but
gonna- yeah.
this is not the ride that I want to get in.
Angry Korean man.
Yo.
Sorry.
No, it's all good. And he was talking about like the wrong deposit, you know.
Okay,
I
so he's
never-
on the phone with somebody just hella mad. Okay.
Mad.
Okay.
But the thing is, usually there's like, you know, you're supposed to have tact when when the customer walks into the car.
Right. You got to tone it down.
Tone it crescendo or something. You
Or
know
like,
what I
hey,
mean?
let me call you back.
From fortissimo to like
Right,
at
yeah,
least
yes,
MF, you
yes,
know?
Yes.
But it was just like, I think he saw me the way I was dressed too. You know what I mean? Just like kept going the whole time. I had PTSD. It reminded me of like when my dad was mad back in the day and I was in the back of the delivery van.
Yeah.
Dude, it took me back.
Sorry, not to interrupt.
Okay,
This
we got
special
an
delivery.
Anju. We got a special
Special
Anju delivery.
right here.
The Ojingo.
Can I just break this down real quick?
I know
Please,
you.
please, we can pause.
Do you have audio listeners right? No, I don't want you
We
to
got both.
pause.
We got audio and
All right,
video. So
All right. So I'm going to use my Bap Ross,
Let's get it.
my real voice. Today I'm taking you to a very special place. Conversations. The only podcast that has this is Ojingo. You know that. This is level 3. You can't bring this out to you can't bring out tentacles like this to anybody else, but to me, this is why I know it's level 2, right? The mayo and the Tabasco, the little Venn diagram that you got going over here. Let me show you why we're brothers, okay? I don't come empty-handed.
Oh, man.
Whoa, what?
I got
First time
too.
a
You don't
guest-
think I didn't bring Ojingo 2? You don't think I didn't bring the Ojingo 2,
See,
baby?
this is God right here.
This is divine intervention.
This
is
is
intervention.
prophetic, bro.
Yeah. You know, 2 bread, what's the fish loaf?
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is...
Dude,
Yes.
God provides. Hey,
We-
Vero, get the
All
cookie.
kinds-
No,
the cuddle
all
fish,
the
baby.
variations.
The
yeah.
cuttlefish,
Oh my
baby.
gosh.
Wow, these are expensive too. So.
Yo, what?
The wasabi peas.
Bro,
you
what?
A little
Man.
atatak, you know what I mean?
Oh.
So we have the soft. I even brought a lighter so we could kind of like
Oh
grill it at the table. You know?
No, we can send it out.
No,
if you
of
want some
course.
this.
But you see what I'm
Hold
saying?
on.
This is how
Oh,
I know.
man.
And I know you brought
Amazing.
hats. You brought
Oh.
the Dandy, the limited
Oh,
pink.
Okay,
you know
there
what
it
I
is.
mean?
There it is. I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna
Yeah.
Dang, you
We'll
know
pop this
what is
tag.
crazy is that we always give gifts.
Man,
But
this is the first time
first
a
time.
guest has hooked
on,
us
baby.
up with a
Man.
gift.
Of course.
And
But
gifts.
that was crazy.
Oh man, bro.
Yeah, let's get in on this.
Thank you.
Let's see.
I am gonna rock.
Are you a
this.
mayo or Tabasco guy, or are you both?
I like
I'm
to
a
mix
both.
them.
I
I
know
like
I'm
to
a
mix them.
both
I
guy.
don't know what she was.
The fact that she did that shows that she's
thinking,
Yeah,
yeah.
no, she's because audio listeners gonna love us.
Shout
bro.
out Love Hour. Shout out Mike Park. But I love
Absolutely.
y'all. You know, boom.
Mhm.
But you know what? For the sake of this one, we're rocking.
I don't think I've ever seen you without a hat.
People think that I'm bald, bro,
Yeah.
because they're like, dude, I always see you wearing a hat.
Let's prove it right now.
Nah,
Really?
you
Don't
got a healthy
do
head of
that.
hair.
That's
It's gonna pull it
I'm
out.
not even gonna lie to you. In Virginia,
that makes me
that's-
feel
that's- yeah.
uncomfortable slash disrespectful, bro. You just straight pulled my hair, bro. No, I will not.
That was
do
a heavy grab too, bro.
That
That
was
was
a
all
heavy
fire.
Oh
grab.
my goodness, it wasn't that. I was doing. I more grabbed his head and I did the head thing to
Oh,
like.
this
You
is
know.
Ojingo is hitting the
Is it
spot.
popping?
Yeah. I didn't know it was $22. I'm not gonna lie. I picked it up.
No, yeah, I you know, because we grew up and like my
Bro.
it just showed up
It
in
just
my
shows up,
and my
bro.
dad just had it. I'm like,
Yeah,
eating it.
yeah.
And now I know why my dad would
Oh
scream
my
at me
gosh.
when I overeat too
100%.
much. He's like, you're eating too much. I'm
Or
like,
back in the day when you just suck on it. and then you just like throw it away.
Yeah.
Not killing it. You remember that? you just like break off all the tentacles. Come on.
I would
bro.
eat just the skin and throw like the meat away.
Oh man.
I like that you grab the
Disrespectful.
tentacles, you know?
Yeah.
What
But
else?
it kind of shows the kind of person, like, I feel, it shows the kind of person you are. When I eat this with someone and they first grab the tentacles, I'm like, that's a good guy, man.
But
But
you have
I
to-
grabbed the first one. I was like, give me
Yeah,
that.
man. I love
Give me that
all the
But
pieces.
also, like, we're professional podcasters. If you grab this, we're talking about a 3-minute chew.
That's true.
That's
You
true.
feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
so
no.
not professional. I
okay.
grabbed
It's
it.
okay.
You grab that. Yeah. That you're gonna
okay.
be chewing. That's like a
Oh, it's going to be in my teeth in a second.
yeah.
So.
It's an American
We're good.
spirit right there.
But yeah.
All right, we're not gonna
Okay.
digress from the Uber guy. So I want to hear this militant
Yes.
dude proceeded with this phone call, hella angry.
I mean, you know what it is? Koreans are just honest. And he was just laying it out, you know? He didn't care. I think because he thought I was Korean too, that he was just like, okay, he'll understand. He just went in. He was upset. He was upset about something. It was definitely something about business. It was definitely like a screw up, a little slip up on whoever was on the other side of the phone. Because, you know, when you're yelling like that and cursing, it's either two things. Either you messed up and you're overcompensating. You're yelling
Yeah.
because,
Yeah.
you know, the guilt that's bubbling in your stomach.
yeah.
But it was genuine disappointment and betrayal. I felt it.
You
know
think
what
you
I
knew
mean?
you were Korean?
Look at the size of my face, bro. Look at the size of my order right now, baby.
No, I got it too, baby. I got it too.
You
He
can I
got
be
a nice
honest
one.
with you? You guys, I didn't know you guys were Korean.
Really?
But the
Yeah.
last episode, or not even the one that we just released,
Yeah.
it was about Mike and Ryan thinking that I look Filipino.
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea that the entire Asian community agrees that I'm Filipino.
Yeah.
Filipinos and Koreans are like, are you
Are you
not?
serious?
I
Are
have
you
friends
not
that have
Filipino?
known him for years, like
Yeah.
a decade plus.
Yeah.
And they're like messaging me like, wait, he's not like, I mean, we don't speak
Apparently,
Korean a
it's
lot,
because of the way I dress. Apparently, there's a Filipino dressing style.
You know,
Yeah.
Filipinos are like the hip hop. Like when
Yeah.
it comes to Asians, like I learned about hip hop through a Filipino. You know what I mean?
You don't wear your hats like this. You
Nah,
wear them
nah.
like this.
Yeah.
Like
you
what?
definitely
Like
own
this?
Like no, like you're just naturally just like
rested.
resting on top,
Rested.
going up, like a
You look like you have
Like
a
this.
beanie with a brim in it.
Like
You know
this.
what I'm talking about? You know one of those
Oh.
joints?
You don't just wear it like that.
Who?
Like just,
Why would you wear your hat like that?
Am
Come
I
on,
am I
dude.
crazy? No, I mean
Nah.
like dad hats, like dad cap.
You
I'm
look
just
like
saying.
like a 7-year-old boy right now.
You look like one of those Korean
Okay, so-
market
Yeah,
security.
that's how you were supposed to wear your hat.
But when I drive to like the market and stuff, sometimes I just have my hat like that and I'm just driving. Like I'm not trying to look cool all the time.
I don't know what it
Oh,
is.
that's what it is. You gotta be cool all the time. I get it. I don't
You know.
know.
You gotta be cool all the
Are
time.
you
should
trying to
be.
be cool all the time?
Anyway, that's last episode, man. We
Right,
don't need to go
right.
back to
Yeah.
that. Anyway,
No,
all
you're
right.
Korean.
You're
all right.
Korean.
Yes, I am Korean.
Let me test you real quick.
Test me.
How do you say door?
Moon.
Okay. How do you say church?
교회.
How do you say this is very delicious?
되게 맛있습니다.
You
I'm Korean, right?
Damn, I'm not Korean, dude. Because I was
Come
like,
on, dog.
wow.
door.
That was on the spot, bro.
That
You
was
did
on
not
the
rehearse
spizzy
that.
Right there.
I
That was
mean-
on the spizzy. Okay, you Korean, bro.
All right.
That was on the
I think
spot.
I could.
Thank you so much.
See, so I'm like, but shout out to the Filipinos, man. I
No,
appreciate y'all,
absolutely.
like, taking me in.
Yeah.
I felt very embraced by the
Calling kuya and
Filipino
stuff.
community, man.
know?
I felt very loved.
Yeah.
Okay, so was there a resolution to this Uber driver?
Absolutely not. The resolution was destination arrived, bro.
So he was angry the whole time until you got
He
here.
got quiet for a little bit. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I was watching a couple of your past episodes, just just
Yeah,
to my
yeah,
feet
get
wet.
context, yeah, for
So
sure.
like I turned it up louder little by little, just so I could
Drown him out.
drown
Yeah,
him
yeah,
out a
yeah,
little
yeah,
bit,
yeah,
you know.
for
And
sure.
he kind of got the idea.
Yeah.
And when I see she's mad like that, I just think of my dad, bro. You know, because I come from that immigrant family, stressed out, juggling jobs.
Yeah.
But the fact that
Yeah.
he's driving an Uber, yelling like that, he's hustling.
Yeah, yeah.
So instead of me feeling like I'm gonna give this guy a bad rating, if it was any other, I may have.
Sure.
But the Ajashi,
You understood.
I
Yeah,
give him
you
a pass,
understood.
100%,
for
100%.
Sure, for sure.
I gave him a strong 안녕히 가세요. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I did the 90-degree when I got
Yeah,
out the
yeah,
Uber,
yeah.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I was
He's
like,
probably
what?
like, felt like, dang, man, like,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
now, I didn't know he knew. Yeah.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's like, damn, you know
He
what?
understood every word I
Every
said.
understood every word I said.
Yeah,
Now
exactly.
he's second thinking everything. Yeah, yeah.
But
Hey, but okay, so all right, so you're here, man. Dude, you are in a new season of life. You're about to
Beautiful season.
bring in life into this world. You were just saying like you needed, you know, kind of a night to just kind of hang out with some boys and you know, hang out with the homies and have a drink.
And I think the terminology is important. It's not like an escape, you know, but I believe in balance.
Yes, absolutely.
I believe like, you know, you need to kind of vent a little bit and come out of this zone so you don't get unbalanced. You know what I mean? The past couple of months, especially when your girl's carrying your child, there's no excuse. Even if you don't want to do something, well, you're gonna ask her to do it. You know, everything from menial tasks like picking something up, dish. You know. And I'm tired too. You know what I mean? It's not like, but my girl's such a warrior that without any hesitation, I'm there for her. Without like complaint. You know, that's one thing I enjoy doing. I like serving. You know, especially my loved ones. But when there's a reason to be like, babe, it's work. I need to go to a podcast, and they say I'm going to drink. And for her to give me the little hall pass, it feels so good to get the permission. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's dope, man.
And to come and drink with you guys, it's a beautiful thing. I needed this.
Speaking of that, I'm going to just pour us a couple of shots here.
Wait, first of all, this is a whole new format.
This is we never just mid conversation start pouring shots.
Well, here, like this is just one this is the first one.
Yeah.
Because we've never done this, and they're tiny shots.
All right, we need baby shots.
I wanted to do
baby shots. There we go.
You want
It's in theme with what we're talking about. Baby shots.
Baby shots.
Yo, off the camera, the producer was
you
like,
you know what's funny is
like,
I
need one
actually
too.
picked these because these are baby red cups.
yeah.
Baby
In
red
honor
cups.
of this baby theme.
I mean, this
is your baby daddy shower.
I love it.
This is your baby daddy shower.
That we're doing.
My
for you.
BDS right
B-
here?
You know,
BDS.
people forget about sometimes. the
Yeah.
baby daddy.
Yeah.
That's all about you.
Yo,
today,
can
you
I
know?
be honest? This is a great
This might be a
baby
new
daddy shower.
trend that we need to start baby daddy
Baby daddy
showers.
100%.
showers.
Okay, cool. Let's go.
You
Let's
know?
This
go.
is great.
Let's
No
let's
sucking
do
out
it.
of these little baby bottles. Make it easy. Just
make it easy.
down.
Okay, now back to my other drink.
Yes.
Yes, right. So we just taking
that was a
shots.
shot to the drink. Yeah.
While I was getting verbally berated on the way here, I thought about the name of your podcast. And as a lyricist, I'm very, very happy about the name. That's a triple entendre.
Let's get it. What do you take from it, bro?
First of all, like, you know how people, when they're annoying, they're like, it's not conversate, it's converse, right?
Conversate's not a word, right?
But Biggie said it, so somehow it
Damn
kind of
it
authenticates
is.
a little
Yeah,
bit.
Biggie made it a word. Yeah.
No, definitely it isn't, you know, but that's like, when someone says that to me, it's like, shut up, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
yes,
it rhymes better.
Yes,
you know,
yes,
that
yes.
triple syllable
Yeah.
words just roll
it just
off a little
sounds like
better.
a bigger word.
Yeah,
for
it sounds
sure.
a little bit.
Yeah.
And then I saw, because you guys are West Coast, and the logo, the Converse.
Come on, dog.
And then the Asians, and then the Conversations.
Come on, dog.
Bro, who
Do
came
you
up
see
with
anything
that?
else in the logo?
Let me see. Wait, your names?
No, but this is like an Easter egg, bro. Like
Yeah?
only real ones will know.
What, like the Teguki stripes?
Come
Come on, baby. What are we talking about? Come on, what are you talking about? Did you like that?
He set us up.
That's Mark.
That's crazy.
So when Mark hit
Set
us
us
with the
up.
logo,
Yeah.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
I just thought that was like the stripes
Come
around
on,
the
Jay.
comp, and I was like, no,
Stitching, baby.
that's the Teguki stripes,
That's
bro.
the
That's
stitching of
just,
career.
you know what I
Shout
mean?
out Mark Pion.
Yeah.
It's about the little subliminals like that.
Bruh.
I love
He
it.
set us up. This guy, dude. Like, what you mean?
He's over here giving us our flowers
know.
now, man. Come on.
Hey, gentlemen, do you mind if I mix a little bit?
Please
course,
do
do
it.
it. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what
let's
you
do it.
do, bro.
That's what Bap Ross does. You know,
wow.
he takes
Goodness.
With the sauce.
two colors. The beautiful orange that this creates, though. Is this QP or is
You
this?
just need a freaking fro right now because he's mixing the paint.
Yeah.
He's mixing
Yeah.
the paint.
Yeah, this is Bap Ross and his finest right here.
It's crazy because when you do mix mayo and Tabasco, at first it curdles and then
Yeah.
you get
And then it-
discoured. You're like, oh, did I
Yeah,
mess
but you just
up?
gotta keep
Or
going.
did
Just
I
have to
get
keep
too much Tabasco?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. But it's like faith, bro. You just have to keep
I was
going.
just about to say it's like
know what I mean?
life, dog.
It's like-
You just gotta keep going.
Come on, baby.
You
Let's
just gotta
go.
keep stirring.
Thank you so much. This is an excellent.
I need to get in there. The consistency of this right here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Rick, I gotta ask, man. When I was first turned on to who you were, I knew you as You're the Ox rapper. I told you on the other podcast, I found Jet Lag. I was like, yo, this song is crazy. Who are these guys? And then I like kind of kept researching y'all, and I found so much more. However you want to start this journey. You are a rapper from Virginia, and you're now here in LA. You spent some time in New York.
Yeah.
And now you are, I don't want to say transitioning as if you left music, but like in my mind, I'm like, dude, you're like a quadruple threat, bro.
Yeah.
You're like my
God.
favorite foodie guy. You're like one of the best lyricists that I know. You're a man of God. You are just a real dude. You are a
nice guy,
philosopher.
Oh,
You
thank
think
you.
the way that you think, and the reason I put philosopher in your intro is because I know you think deeply about things. Because I listen to the words behind the words, bro. Because I know you put a lot of thought into what you do, but I also feel like it's something that God's gifted you with,
Yeah.
and things that kind of come natural to you. So with all that said, bro, how do you want to start that journey of Rick Lee from Virginia to like LA, music, food, all of that, bro?
Yeah. I come from Virginia, like the suburbs of Virginia, right? And I was itching. I remember listening to like Donny Osmond. I remember listening to like Thelonious Monk, like jazz, rock, whatever my dad was listening to. Paul Anka, you know what I mean? Just like,
Paul Anka.
yeah, just like my dad was one of those people who worked hard, drank heavy, threw parties at the house. You know, he was always like a host type of guy. And at a young age, he would give me like a 15 to 20 minute stage time, whatever the stage is. Like in our living room, he'd be like, Rick, stand up comedy heba. Just like I was just entertaining like my uncle.
How old are you at this time?
I was young. I was like 8, 9 years old.
Okay.
I played the saxophone, played the piano. You know, like when
Wow.
you know when you play the piano and your mom like unknowingly is like piano chova to like show
For
you off.
the guests, yeah. Uh-huh.
So it started off with that, but then you know I did impressions like of my kumu or like my aunts or my grandmother, and they're like, yo, do that thing that you did. And it's funny because once you feel that reciprocation from the audience, that's the best feeling ever. That like, oh, you like this? I got more, you know?
So you got that performer bug from at an early age. Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
At a young age, like the stage fright actually became like anticipation. So I was like waiting for my dad's birthdays, like, oh, I got something, I got new things, and then I would recruit my other cousins, like, yo, you dance, right? You beatbox, you play the flute, whatever, and then we just come together, and I just make a little, I'd make a little presentation, a slight production, you know?
Yes.
And so ever since then, I always love entertaining people, you know, and I think what happened was, although my dad was like that, he was also very meticulous and very strict with like studies. So it was like, yo, you go ahead, but 재미지, 공부해. You know what I mean? So he let me kind of like show that side, but then he didn't realize that that's not just like an occasional thing. When you open that door, either push me, either like let me fly, let me cook, right? But he was like, this is not going to take you anywhere. So it was very like oxymoronic. Yeah, it was just like, what do you want from me? And that's why through that angst, I got into hip hop. Like I wanted to like vent. I wanted to like explode out. You know what I mean?
Right.
So my first earliest songs that I ever made was like, "Yiza Byonosa, like why you want me to be?" I'm complaining to my parents.
Hey, that's what music is, right?
Yo,
Yiza Byonosa, dude.
That's art.
Yiza Byonosa, like what do you want me to
Wow.
be? You know?
Yeah.
And it was trash, but it was like
That was real.
It came from a real spot.
Yes.
Like my lyrics always was to overflow the heart. You know, it wasn't like trying to be cool, trying to get girls. It was never that, you know? And so with that said, I fell into like the underground conscious hip hop, you know, and coming from Virginia, because we didn't really have a culture. We didn't really have like a group of like-minded people that did what I did. I had a very skewed mentality of what hip hop was. I'm like, oh, I need to go to New York. That's the Mecca. You know what I mean? Like I was a true like purist. Like I gotta dabble in all 4 elements. You know what I mean? I gotta collect all the Dragon Balls, man.
Yes.
I gotta hone all this.
Right.
And because I wasn't aware that a lot of like Rhapsody Tigger basements, right? Those weren't freestyle. Those were written, right?
Yep.
But I thought they were freestyles. So I was training with ankle weights, like, oh, I got to freestyle like that. I got
Rock Lee, bro.
Exactly.
Rock Lee,
yeah,
Rick
Rock
Lee. Oh, I just caught the.
Come on, bro. That's
dude,
what it is.
There's so much prophecy with your name, bro. You said LyRicks, Rick Lee. Come on,
yeah,
dog.
bro.
Come on.
You know what I mean?
Let's go.
So like, and then when that happened, like I said, when you feel momentum and you find something you love and you're kind of good at it, you just push. And I found a few other people that rap, like JL and Manifest. They're from Virginia too.
Yeah.
And they were nice. So we kind of, Voltroned and created this thing, The Beautiful Cycle. And at that time, in Virginia, I just wanted to make a name for myself. I wasn't thinking, I was so naive and green to like making money or like the future of it. What is it? It's just like, let's get the respect, Like I went to college in DC for a little bit and I joined the battle circuits and I'm like, I gotta, the Scribble Jam M, you know what I mean? I wanted to go and make a name for myself, get the stripes. And then when I started getting paid for the music, I was like, oh, this is something I could do.
Mm-hmm.
And then little by little, my mom and my parents, they never was like, you know what? You found your calling. Go for it. It was more like, I give up, bro. You know what I mean? I give up. I beat your ass, but you still put the mattress against the door every night and record like, I'm done with you, man. You know what I mean?
So you soundproofing your.
Come on, bro. I stole so many stockings from my mom's drawer just to make pop filters. Bro, it was crazy.
That's amazing.
But in my mind, I'm like, that's real hip hop. you know what I mean?
Right.
And it was just training like that. And to be honest with you, a lot of people, I'm going to be honest with you, a lot of people right now, when they look back, they find that embarrassing or corny. They're like being too hip hop or being too like pure, being too lyrical. I love that, bro. Like I will never be ashamed of that.
That's how you came up, though.
I feel like
that came
cloth,
organic to you.
Yeah, that cloth that we come from differentiates like true MCs. You know what I mean? And that's something I will never be ashamed of. And I think because of that, to this day, even if I'm not as active or present online, like, when my name comes up, there's a certain few people that are like, yeah, he's certified. Like, he put in his work.
100%.
Because they've seen me at, like, Korean little, like, community centers rapping my 120% in front of 30 Ajumans that don't know what it is. Like, you know what I mean? Because there's two hip-hop heads on the corner.
Right.
I'm like, I'm speaking to... When I say real, y'all say hip-hop. And Ajuman's like, what? Right? But the two dudes are just like, I needed this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
And it's like,
100%.
and then back to the philosophy thing, because of that feeling, when I write too, like I like hiding little gems.
Yep.
That's my favorite type of rappers, man. The
you're,
ones that
you're
kind of
an Easter egg guy, bro. You be dropping Easter eggs.
Take strike kind of rapper, you know.
That's what I'm saying.
So just like, because that eureka moment is like drugs to me. When someone's like, I get it. Like when I listen to a rapper and then years later and I find that metaphor, I get it now. I'm like, oh my gosh, dude. Like Jay-Z too. Like, some of his tracks I hear now, I'm like, that's, oh my gosh. He's so totoke, man. You know what I mean?
I get that with Eminem a lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Eminem's on another level.
Because I'm going to be completely honest, when M got sober and he went back to, I was like, he lost that slim feel, right? But then when I listen to that stuff now, I'm like, bro, he's still barring the fuck out, man.
All right, here's my take. Here's my take on sober Eminem.
Yeah.
My take on sober Eminem is, yes, he might not have as appealing sound as like hit records, right?
Yeah.
Like radio records. But my guy is like stunting on everyone. Like, yo, you want to see how much of a scientist I am with this?
100%.
Like, I am a mad scientist.
No, and people are trying to be relevant, like Game out of nowhere, trying to attack him. He's like, because he knows if he does it right, he might blow up again.
Thing is this, dude. M he's put out radio records. He knows how to do that.
Yeah.
But at this point in life, he's like, I mean, I don't know where he's at personally now, if he's still on that. But he was like, yo, I'm sober. But his flex now is like, I am the best rapper alive. Watch how I flex all my skills because I am a mad scientist. He dances around. I really feel like Eminem, he is a dancer with lyricism. It's like, it's literally, he can do whatever he wants within the beat and he can make any rhyme patterns happen. I'm like, how are you rhyming these words? These words don't even rhyme. But
he's Neo at the end where he's just says binary, and then the bullets
he's
just
a goat,
like,
bro.
what are you doing?
Yeah, he's a goat.
Like the thing that I realized about these rappers that are so talented and just like next level, it's like the best metaphor I could come up with is like, you know, a flow. When you flow, it's about like the smooth and fluidity of the rhythm, right? That's like playing a piano with the sustain pedal. That's like the pedal. Eminem's like, let me rap without the sustain pedal.
Ooh.
Let me rap with the staccatos and just like the eight. You know what I mean? Like let's not use the slurs. Let me show you what I could do with just hard notes. And I feel like it's just he will make words that doesn't have to rhyme. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying.
You can never discredit M, bro.
No way.
Yeah.
You know, he's a huge part. Like the first couple of years of my rap career, like I was trying to sound just like him. The multisyllabics, the high pitch, just like the voice riding over the beat. You know, come on. Even more than his songs, I would listen to his old YouTube freestyles. Give me a word, you know, and then he'll just do the wordplay joints and all the radio scribble jam. Come on, baby.
Dude, you just gotta be yumming him, you know.
You gotta be
Yumming, dude. The food and
I'll give you that. You can take that one.
no, you can have it.
I'm good, dog. I
Respectfully,
I don't need your suggestions right
Cheers to that.
I'm good.
M is crazy.
Yeah,
bro. Who are some rappers you guys love?
Oh man,
growing up.
Eminem, Too Short.
Too Short.
Dude,
Hell
my
yeah.
guy was Method Man. Reason for Method
yeah.
Man, his voice quality.
Yeah.
I'll even
was
put
cool.
ODB was like kind of right up there with him. His voice was just something like it was a vibe. You know what I mean? He had that raspy voice, but I also vibe more so with East Coast hip hop more than West Coast, which is interesting because I'm a West Coast kid.
Right.
I was a Biggie guy. I was a Wu-Tang guy. I was a Gangstar guy. You know what I mean?
go.
So like, for some reason, East Coast hip hop. But yeah, so I would say Meth, Guru from Gangstar. He had the voice. Man, yeah, Wu-Tang, all those guys. And so those, and then and
The New York Golden Age era.
Most Def, Talib, all those guys. Yeah.
That new Black Star album.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
gosh,
Yeah.
M is obvious. Damn. I was a good big Busta. Busta Rhymes.
Oh yes.
Huge
Busta
Busta
changed the
Rhymes
game,
growing
bro. Still killing
And
it.
I was just about to say that.
Still killing it. Still killing it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I like the big NWA rappers.
Yeah.
You know, Cube. What's his name? Dre.
Yeah,
Those guys.
Easy.
Like when I listen to him now, I'm still like, okay.
When I met you though, you were like big on like Corrupt and like Daz.
West Coast.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
Like
Yep.
Snoop's
Odyssey.
Camp. Like that's like what I was like about during that time.
Yep.
So funny. I was
Because it was
cleaning the house.
Crippin', you know, like their
Yeah.
crib, they were like, gang, you know, it's just, it was cool.
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie, the LA like. No, Nas is crazy.
Nas is
Come on,
dope. Nas
Nas
is dope.
actually is having a resurgence right now.
Oh, he is now,
Nas
for
having
sure.
a resurgence
But
right
Nas
now.
He's
is
like
not
back.
see, that's what, like, with me being a dancer, like, I needed that bounce, that boom,
Yeah,
boom,
yeah.
right? Whereas Nas is like something you're just like, oh shit, like, you're listening.
All right, so I got a question.
Gangster as hell.
I got a question. For
Firm?
hip hop for the Asian scene, who were the ones who like put it down in your minds?
I like Snacky Chan. I remember him.
Absolutely.
Ooh, Snacky
Politicking
Chan.
with
Remember
Chan?
him?
Are you
Yeah.
kidding me?
He
Yeah.
was
Of course.
dope. He was dope.
Snacky
Dude, I gotta
Chan.
give my man Flowsick his props too.
Oh yes. Oh
Flowsick
yes.
is crazy.
Yep.
My man Rook, rest in peace. Rook was amazing too, man. He honestly had the best flow out of everybody. You know, Rook was nuts. Remember the whole Asian hip hop, AsianRaps.com?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was never really involved in that because again, like I was like Doom, right? MF Doom's from Long Island. He's not really from like he's like deep solo, kind of just like Isange. You know?
Yeah.
I was like that from Virginia. I was just kind of like the guy in the laboratory, like, oh, these guys are doing this. Well, I'm gonna. Me and Zoe, you know, DJ Zoe.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Him and I were just
Zoe.
cooking. We're both from like the sticks. We're in the woods. Every Friday when there's parties and all that, him and I would just be practicing, you know, just rapping. He'll be scratching, mastering our craft. So like when I see these guys, I give them their props. But at that time, I was like, nah, man, I'll eat everybody. That's how I felt like, you know.
Yeah.
But Snacky Chan, Jin.
Come on, dog.
Jin was the person that gave me the courage to be like, this is possible.
Right.
Just
like you
because
can
this-
break out. You can break out of this and then get into the mainstream.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
just him being on TV.
Yeah,
Just him being on
100%.
TV. When he had the Rough Rider chain.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. When he had that Rough Rider chain.
That was
Come on,
such
bro.
a pivotal moment for
all
Asian
Asian
American
Americans,
history,
yeah.
bro.
Bro, in the words of
Yeah.
Rex Izzy, we all love DMX,
He
bro.
said-
Yeah.
So when he had the oh man,
Yeah.
I was like, and then the whole battle run that he was doing, he was killing it,
Yep, Yep.
So definitely, Jin to me, in any interview when they ask me like who's the inspiration, I have to put it down for my man because he just paved the way. He just reminded us like, yo, we look alike and you could do this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just push hard.
Right.
And keep your sword sharp because
Ooh.
I saw him in the battle circuit. It wasn't because of his songs. It was because of the battles. And
Yes.
every battle, it was more just like, oh, how's he gonna cook him, bro?
Right.
How's he gonna?
But
cook
it's live at 106 in Park. Like,
Ooh, and
this is BET, bro. This is
he'd use things like that's
Yeah.
around him. He'd be like AJ's hair
Yeah,
or
yeah,
like
yeah.
something. You know what I mean? Just something.
The Tony the Tiger. The,
Come
Oh
on,
my
bro.
gosh, yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
but again, at that time, I was listening to a mix of music, bro. Like I listened to I listened to a lot of the Korean hip hop too.
So who in Korean hip hop were you
like
listening
Drunken
to?
Tiger.
Woo!
Bro.
I was about to say Tiger
CB
JK,
Mass.
CB Mass,
You know
dog.
CB Mass?
Of course, I
Come
know
on,
CB
MP
Mass.
hip hop, like
Woo!
they were like the b-boys too. Like they had the whole Rex crew.
But bro, that was so ahead of like Korean, like
they weren't ready for it.
Korea was
Nah.
not embracing hip hop.
I'm gonna be
like
real
that.
with you.
Yeah.
I was more Honey Family than YG Family.
Oh,
You know what I mean? YG Family to me
The
was
YG
like
was a little pop.
it was poppy.
Yeah,
you
it was a
know,
little
they were
pop.
like the
Yeah.
Diddy
Yeah.
Mace.
Yes,
but Honey Family was kind of like people under the stairs to me.
True.
They were
Yeah.
they were crazy.
Yeah.
Like yo.
They had Uptown. They
Oh.
had Drunken
Dun,
Tiger.
dun,
Come on.
Uptown. Come on, man. This is
Yes,
so
yes, yes,
crazy.
yes.
Tashani.
Oh,
was
yeah,
you remember that?
She's so-
Absolutely.
she's-
She's still killing
She's
it.
and she's bang. I had a crush on her then, and whenever I see her now, I'm like, you look more Korean now. Like
She's
I loved
amazing.
it. Yeah.
That one track she did about being like biracial.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. Yeah. It
That's why I'm
was
trying to
nuts.
look like Tiger JK, you know. So if I see her,
You
like,
do got a Tiger JK
Yo,
vibe,
Jake
dude.
Young will
You
axe
know,
kick
it's-
you, bro.
No, you know what's funny? I went to Robin's an event, and then some girl was like, "Oh, you mean the guy that looks like Tiger JK?" I was like,
Yeah.
Is that what you're going for?
No, but it's
I
just.
thought you were going for your John Wick,
I was
but I
going
mean,
with no, I was. It was Brad Pitt. It was Brad Pitt, and then
Who
I
was
went
Brad
to
Pitt? What
John
are we
Wick.
talking about right now?
I started growing my hair because
Yeah.
of Brad Pitt when he in Bullet Train.
Oh.
I was like, dude, how does this hair just look dope like that? And then
but you're also not white.
Okay, yes, I
So-
found out my hair is not made that way. So
Yeah.
when I tried, I was like, all right. And then I just like looked like John Wick. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go for John Wick. Now.
Yeah. No,
telling
you rock the long hair well, bro.
Yeah,
You
oh,
look,
thank
look like the bad guy in John Wick. I forgot what his name was. We
He
already
looks like the
talked about
bad guy in any action movie, bro.
That's true.
I look like so.
it. Just gotta wear it down
I'm
though.
starting to. I feel like I'm thinning as I get older. I'm gonna be that one. You remember that one kung fu guy back in the '80s that had. He was kind of balding, but he had a long mane, and then he had a mustache and goatee. And
Flying
he was like,
guillotine.
Yeah,
I remember.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
He was like in every like fighting movie as like the Asian henchman or whatever.
I think so.
You know who I'm talking
Well,
about?
in my head, I'm thinking of
He
like.
was the bad guy in Dumb and Dumber. He fought in the restaurant scene with the Asian dude.
Oh, okay, yes.
That dude.
I don't know. I was thinking the Lopan from Big Trouble in Little China. the
Sure,
old guy.
that guy too.
It's probably the same dude, bro.
When I come
Maybe
out of the
it might
shower, I
be
look like
the
all of
same
them.
guy. Okay.
Hit them with a mix of Crypt Keeper, you know.
Right,
My
I'm
hair,
gonna let the audience know how good of a person you are, bro. The couple of podcast episodes ago on Dumbfounded, I shared with the world that I'm balding, bro.
Oh,
Out
You're
of all my
not
friends,
balding,
bro,
what?
trust me, the got to be is crazy, man.
yeah.
You DM me out of everyone, me too, bro.
Me too, bro.
Me too,
yeah.
bro.
It's
It's,
like Samson, you know, like you're getting that's your strength, you know, and it's like
Wait, what do you mean you're balding? Y'all
So-
both got
thinning,
hair.
Thinning.
Oh, the hair is so
Yeah,
more
it's
hair
thinning.
is falling out than is staying
Not
in.
falling out, just when the scalp is visible.
Yeah.
When the scalp is visible, so so it's a lot of. I mean, okay, balding. You're right. Balding is like black belt. I'm at blue right now. You know what I mean?
Okay.
My girl sleeps. We sleep head to feet because she overheats because of the kid. So she gets closer to the window. I wake up. She's like, "God damn!" I'm like, "Wait, what's up?" She snaps a picture of my head I was like, did my dad send you a picture? Did my dad send you a flick of? It's the Friar Tuck, bro.
Oh,
I'm
it's
getting the
your
little
shirt.
Friar
Really?
Tuck right now.
You got a
Yeah.
Hold on.
I wrote too
Let's
many-
do this in real time, bro, because I'm curious. Because people have been asking
you
me,
good,
am I
bro.
okay? I don't know.
You good?
I don't got a girl to check my head.
You asking me right now to expose
In real time.
You're good. You know what?
My guy just took the camera off the stand. All right, bro.
He's good. You're
Because
good.
also
You wear a lot of hats, though.
people
That's-
think that I'm bald. They're like, why do you wear hats all the time? Are you got hair? I'm like, yeah, I got
You see
hair.
that right there? You see that right there? You know that Tory Lanez clip? Like, yo, I'm solid?
You look like you
Look
got
at
a
this.
healthy
All right,
head
so
of
we're gonna
hair,
go there.
bro.
Look at this. Look at this.
Yeah. Oh, you got the Akarima, bro.
Yeah. Like when I
Oh,
open
you got
it
that
up, it
Chanya,
gets
you
really. You can see
yeah.
like
It is kind of
when I have a
Yeah.
I already have naturally thin hair.
What I've been doing
Are
though,
you not man enough?
Yeah.
I've been taking hormone.
I think you say pink horsepower.
No. Testosterone pills.
Okay.
Because
Your T levels?
yeah, well, I'm 42.
Wait,
and-
what?
Yeah, I'm 42, dog.
You're 42 and Korean?
Apparently, yes,
Wow.
I'm shocking the world with many things. So, after the age of 40, they say statistically men lose testosterone levels. You know, that's when
Absolutely.
things start to regress for men. And so I was like, man, maybe I should, you know, and so here's the thing. I'm a very active guy, and I used to be able to just like, I can eat whatever I want, and then, you know, I work out, and then I stay fit. And then in the past, like, few years, I'm like, that hasn't been working out as well. I'm like, I'm working out, but I'm still,
You telling me,
you know
bro?
what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm like, wow, I think age is actually kicking in. So I looked it up.
Finally for you, man. I was like, when is this guy getting
this
this
guy's
you
getting
guys-
mad at me.
Both of you guys look young as hell. That's crazy.
And so I looked it up, and they're like, as after men hit 40, their testosterone levels drop, so their ability to maintain muscle mass, to lean, whatever, it gets harder. So then I was like, man. So I went to Costco one time, and I saw that there was like these testosterone, male testosterone.
Are you talking about the ones in the on the like the glass
The bus?
the glass
Oh.
like at the
line?
liquor stores?
Not at the
Yeah,
liquor
the
store. Those
Extend.
are all like sex pills,
Those are all
bro.
testosterone,
I'm talking about
bro.
like I'm at Costco. You know, we got like our fish oils. We
Yeah,
got
thank
like
you, bro.
you know glucosamine, and
Yeah,
then there's
yeah,
like
yeah.
testosterone.
That whole section of Paso is sad, bro. Like when you walk over there,
because that's when they know you're standing in line
No.
and you're just waiting with your cart and you're just
Shit,
looking
my-
around. What else
my
do I
joints do
need?
hurt these days.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got like freaking
they have that right next to the eye
So-
doctor.
100%.
Yeah.
Yes, it's right there. It's like,
Yeah.
do you
So
need
is it
this?
helping?
I feel like it is.
You're
So
feeling more of a man. Is that why you've been more like?
It's not about
bravado?
masculinity.
no,
right?
no, it's not about. But I think it's hormonal things. Because as men get older, and again,
Really, yeah.
after 40 and up,
Yeah.
you start your testosterone levels start dropping.
For sure.
So testosterone has a lot to do with muscle mass,
course.
energy levels,
Libido, all that.
libido, your how fertile your swimmers are,
Yeah,
all
yeah.
that stuff. It has a lot to do with
Yeah.
that. So I was just like, I'm not able to maintain my, you know, my physical fitness as easily as I used to. So like maybe I might need some testosterone. So I've been taking it,
Yeah.
and it's helped. And well, I'm also training for the marathon, which I'm
Yeah,
actually running
you
this
need that.
Sunday.
Let's
Yeah,
go,
we're gonna be
bro.
there.
I'm
We're gonna
running.
be there.
I'm
You
running
too?
the-
No, I'm gonna be at the finish line.
Wait, first of all, hold on. I'm gonna tell you
He
something.
said, wait,
you don't
you
say
too?
we're gonna be there then.
We're gonna be there like when he at the finish line.
He's trying to meet me at the finish line
yeah.
with some tequila shots.
When you
He's
said
like,
we're gonna,
"Good job."
you tapped him on the shoulder like, yo, we're gonna be there. We're
I was
like,
like,
you're gonna
I'm
be there at the
gonna
gun,
run it.
bro.
Let me be clear.
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah,
mean
yeah.
that,
I'm
no,
gonna
no.
run it.
He's
You
gonna
might
run it.
be
I'm
there
gonna
at
be
the
there
end.
At the finish
Yeah.
line.
Yeah,
But
I'll
yeah,
be
I'm
there
gonna
too at the
support, yeah.
finish line.
Hey,
bro.
yeah,
but-
all are welcome because I'm about to
you
go
got-
eat brunch after.
If I can, so this is how deep I'm going with my hair.
Let's go.
I'm getting the Professor X like helmet thing.
Cerebro?
It's like it's like a cerebro thing that like my friend is using it, and he's been thinning, and then it's starting to sprout. Like,
Is this a
hairs.
joke or
No,
are
I'm
you
being
for real?
I'm being dead serious. But it is a combination of like a hair treatment.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's connected to. So he was taking the Hims or one of those things,
Yeah.
and then he was using that thing. So I asked him. I was like, "Be honest. Like, do you think that it works?" And he was like, "Yeah, I do. Because when I go like this, I see the smaller hairs like pop up, little ones, right? Enough." Because he's going through thinning to where
Yeah.
he's like, it's enough to blend in and like blended
It's like
in.
a smudge tool on.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like it's almost like you know how like when girls put the mascara on, it extends it.
Yeah,
it's almost
yeah.
like
Oh,
that.
yeah,
The little
yeah.
ones
I got
kind
you.
of fill in what's around your scalp. So even with me, if I'm under like a fluorescent light and
Yeah.
I've been wearing a hat all day, you can see my scalp. Like, it's
Bro,
crazy.
yeah.
But it's
Damn, I actually can see your scalp now that you're
Shut up,
mentioning it, dude.
Are you? Would you rather have the Friar Tuck balding or would you have the receding balding? Because you have to
Oh,
understand.
so like the Hulk Hogan versus
the Hulk Hogan
versus the
versus Friar Tuck, literally.
Oh, man.
You know what I mean? Because you have to think about it. The receding is up front. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like the track is whack on the first song, you know, or you're gonna have the whack song in the middle of the album.
I
What
think
we
I
doing?
might be down for the Friar Tuck.
The Friar Tuck, right?
Because then you could just shave it.
Yeah.
Like just
Yeah.
you know, zero the whole thing and just be the bald guy.
Well, you could do that with the Hulk Hogan too.
Nah, when you do the Hulk Hogan, you see the line, bro.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I
Oh.
see why you shaved. You know what I
'cause
mean?
it starts back here.
Yeah.
It starts back here.
It's like
Yeah, the
it's
sunroof
literally
is
skin.
Yeah, you got
and
the
then,
moon
and then
roof.
stubble starts like back here.
I
somewhere.
guess yeah, that
100%.
makes sense. Then yes, then I would pick the Friar Tuck.
The Friar Tuck too, right? Because then you could, you know,
Taller,
you could
yeah,
evil
you
it up
could
a
do a
little
little
bit.
bit, yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
what do you think it
I'm gonna
is?
get that helmet and then I'll let you know if
You
it
let me
works.
know, bro.
Why do
What
you-
if you just get a palma? You take it off.
What
and
if I
your
just
hands-
become
Palma
bald
right
like
here?
fucking Professor
You can only
X,
just
like-
palma just around the sides.
You're the third, fourth person that told me about that F word, so like I'm definitely gonna try that out.
Yeah, me too.
Try it out. But there's so many snake oils, bro. There's so many. There's so many.
You can't buy into.
You know
all that
what's
stuff.
crazy is that they say there's nothing
Yeah.
that can really fix
Yeah.
it. Like it's genetics.
Yeah.
All right,
It's
let me.
genetics.
Okay, so if male baldness
Mm-hmm.
is like, let's say, I don't know if that's the number one insecurity for males, but let's just say it's up there, right? Like males don't want to, like guys don't want to get bald. What is the equivalent for females? What do you think? Because I don't think
Women
do
get
women
bald. Yeah,
like
they
fear baldness?
I mean,
Is
that's
that?
almost,
But is it equivalent to male pattern baldness? Like, what is the equivalent to guys being like, man, I don't want to be bald? 'Cause
saggy
we-
boobs, saggy tits?
But
girls.
that's you could.
We should probably ask a girl.
No, I'm saying. No,
Babe.
no, but I'm saying that's still you could like hide that. You could conceal that. I
Yeah.
think what it is, it's anything that shows age. So I want to say like skin lines, wrinkles. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Crow's
yeah.
feet,
Oh yeah,
or
yeah,
or
right, you're
even
right.
hands when it just gets a little, you know, when it gets
Rubbery.
a little.
You know what I mean?
Savage,
You know what I'm
right?
talking
Yeah. Like kimchi dung in the
Yeah,
hands.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? It just kind of.
My mom has beautiful hands, but
Yeah?
they're like rubbery. Like the skin is like you could tell it. She's
Yeah.
But her hands are amazing, like
Yeah,
slender and beautiful.
I mean, bro.
She could have been a model. She could have been a
we
hand
could,
model.
as men, like we have it easy. Like the list of
We do
things
got
that
it
women have to.
Yeah,
We'll
we
be
can
here
get-
talking about a patch.
Yeah, we can get away with a lot.
No.
Yeah.
Some of the people like I've been
Shout out to the
salt
women,
pepper.
man.
Yeah, shout out to the women.
Shout out.
Y'all put up with a
Salt,
lot of
pepper,
this.
But then like women, you know, but like my girlfriend, my homegirls are like, oh, I like it. It looks makes you look at distinguished.
Oh,
or whatever.
speaking of
Like,
salt and pepper, do you guys feel weird about gray hairs coming in?
Bro.
I've been having gray hair since 20, dude. So now.
Yeah,
Dog, my
me
gray
too.
hairs are coming in hot, son. Look at this, dog.
Dude,
Yeah,
take
you're
off
pretty
your hat
strong.
one more time and
Look
complain
at
about
this, dog.
nothing, right?
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
My gray hairs are
Crazy.
coming in
Their
hot. is what
Filipino
I'm
jeans
saying.
are
black,
amazing,
bro.
bro.
Nah, you look
My
good.
gray hairs are coming in
You
hot,
look
son.
23 without your hat right now,
Bro,
dude.
with this pink hat though, I'm
You talking to
loving it.
Dr.
Dude,
Strange?
your
right now.
Filipino jeans, dude. It's amazing.
Yeah. Yo, it's so funny.
All right,
'cause-
welcome to Filipino Conversation.
Flip.
I'm not gonna tell.
So like
Conversations.
my girl, because she's pregnant, she can't dye her hair. She can't add any chemicals,
'cause
right?
of
So
those-
but she's having whites coming in. So then we went to.
So girls they're way more like they're not cool with the whites coming in.
course.
I mean, I think girls are just more. They're more sensitive about appearance than men.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like going out, with us. It's just like we wake up, shower, do a little hair product. You know, make sure we got no nunca. We're good, right?
Right.
But with females, they want to make sure they're presentable, not just for everybody, but so they feel good about it too.
True,
you know?
true.
I also think that women are more judgmental to each other about it. You know, like
Oh.
if I see my boy wearing the same outfit,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I'm not gonna, no one's gonna say anything.
Yeah.
Whereas like girls might be like, like say something because some girls will never wear the same outfit once or like in the same month or like
Right.
they have rules like that. So
So my
Damn.
girl, she
I wear these pants at least 3 times a week.
Yeah.
They're comfortable as hell. These are
Come on.
Adidas track
Like
pants,
5
bro.
Come on, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
My girl, she
Yeah.
found like a pregnancy safe dye, right?
Uh,
So it's like made of herbs. It's like straight up like caveman, style, like
Right.
just like dyes.
yeah.
She did it, and out of just for solidarity, I did it with her, bro. Shit, I looked like Ronald McDonald. That shit was so red, and it puffed my head out. It puffed my head out, and it's funny. Like those you go to like
radio
H Mart,
McDonald's.
you go to like H Mart or like some Korean market, and you see those ajumas with extravagant,
Super. Yes.
and they don't think it's obvious.
They
And we're
think
just
they're-
like, oh
yeah,
my
yeah, yeah.
gosh,
Like,
you
what
look
did
like
you do?
Grimace, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that's exactly how I look. So I didn't go out for like a few, and I'm maitre
Damn.
ding at dinner cruise. So people are like, what the hell? I look
That's when like,
yeah.
why is Wig wearing a hat now? Because
We
he
have
never used to wear
McDonald's?
hats.
Yeah, exactly. Hell yeah.
Damn, bro. All right, so kids on the way.
Yeah.
By the time this episode airs, kids might even be here.
Absolutely.
What's in the headspace these days, man? Like, what are you
Are you
motivated?
ready? No.
Yeah, like, what are you motivated by? What are you afraid of? What are
Yeah.
you excited for? Like, what's the headspace?
It's like, and I say this carefully because having a kid is it's not exactly like having a performance, right? But if I'm in the green room before a show and someone says, yo, are you ready? I'm like, yeah, I'm ready. But but I'm nervous.
True.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
100%.
how much more like
just
I
know.
got the lyrics memorized and I kind of know what I want to do. I got the choreograph like kind of mapped out, but my legs are shaky right now.
So you're in the green
I'm
room
still
right now.
nervous. I'm in the green room right now.
green
Yo,
room.
I just came
I
up
hear
with
you.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I just
That's
that
beautiful.
was
I
kind
hear
of.
That was.
It was
That's a
like
great-
Yeah, yeah.
I love that.
you
I
know,
love that.
it's
Put that.
I'm ready as I could be. I mean, of course, with like financial status and all that, of course you could be more, and that's I wish I was a little bit more set with that. You know what I mean? But like when it comes to loving my child and having him like arrive in a happy home and a secure home, I'm definitely ready for that. I've been ready for that.
Let's go. Yeah.
I've been.
Yeah.
And God's timing is crazy. Like for him to bless me with a child at this time, with just my maturation and just kind of like the space that I'm in with my wife. I mean, with my girl. Edit that. With my girl, it's just we're just so excited, man. We're excited for many like small things too, like my parents' face when they hold the kid. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
How are your like?
My dad's been holding wearing diapers on the Chihuahua. You know what I mean?
Getting,
So
yeah.
parents
He's getting
are-
practice right
He's
now.
getting no, like for years.
Oh,
like,
he's already had
what's
practice.
going on right now? You know?
But how was parents' reaction?
Oh, they were ecstatic. They were ecstatic. It was crazy.
So the fact that y'all are married.
Yeah.
And
But
then
erroneous right now,
Wow,
which is
that's
crazy.
dope.
Which is crazy. My parents were so
Wow,
strict
okay.
back in the day. Like,
Yeah.
has to be Christian,
Right.
has to be Korean,
And then married.
has to be married. Has to be this, and then
Has to be married first before you marry them.
Yeah, it has to. Yeah, I mean, you know what I mean. I'm just going down the list.
That-
The
that's just-
punchline is
You
now
already-
they're like, fuck something. You know what I mean?
Give me
Yeah,
a grandchild.
Give me something,
Yeah.
dude. He's literally holding the dog with the diaper on, calling my name. I'm like, yeah, what do you need? He's like, nothing. Just look at me. What's going on, man? You know what I mean? Like, he's like, I have a timeline right now. I want to hold a grandson. So just that. Of course, I'm sure that there's a pang of disappointment of just kind of like I did it backwards. That's like the traditional, like the Christian in them. Just like I wish
Sure.
they did it that way.
Yeah,
but to be honest with you, like my parents at this age, they're not worried about the opinion of others right now, which is like a crazy graduation.
That's
that was something.
That's something for
bro.
them. Big for them.
That's huge.
That was something that like what was like a obstacle for me that with faith, because
Optics.
it was so like instruction manual based that when my parents were like, I don't need this check, I just know that God's happy, God blesses us. I was like, oh my gosh, like now I could talk to you. Now we could talk about some now I could talk about some things like for them to be like, as long as you're happy, she's healthy, you're treating her well, like we'll handle that later. Don't worry about that. But I feel like back in the day, I'm so used to study and get into this Ivy League, not because of my future, but because I want to tell Kim Ji-sun him.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
now that era is over, and they're not thinking about like, okay, let me chalanchuk to this family.
Yep,
Now
yep.
it's just more like, no, in our family, we're having a king born. We're having a kid coming. I'm so happy.
That's dope.
It's so beautiful, you know. So like that to me is just such a blessing.
You know, I think what's something that's really dope about that is I feel like our parents, especially being like immigrants coming from Korea to America to like start this new life, and it's going to be a better life than our family in Korea has ever experienced. But so they come here with all these like preconceived notions of what
Yeah.
America is supposed to be, and I'm gonna raise my kids in a Christian home, and then they're gonna follow these steps, and it's gonna look like you know, what I think it's supposed to be. So I'll say this, man. I feel like my mom, I felt like she was the most unchangeable person. There is no way she's gonna ever change her way of thinking. She's like, you're gonna marry a Korean girl.
Right.
She's gonna grow up in a good Christian home.
Yeah.
She's gonna have a good job. She's gonna speak Korean. She like all these things, right? And then I remember telling my mom one time, I was like, Oma, I don't feel like I desire any of the things that you said other than she loves God.
Yeah.
Like, you know, she doesn't have to be Korean.
Yeah.
She might not have like the most successful career or whatever. Like that doesn't matter to me. And my mom was so like, no, you have to like follow these rules. And then now I'm 42 years old. So now my mom, bro, I said this on a previous podcast. My mom was like,
She's softening up or what?
she was like, you know what? You could just have a kid
Just go fuck something.
and then go figure it out. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
who are you?
Yeah.
Like,
Swipe right.
Yeah, just have a kid.
Get your dick wet.
Just have a not that.
see.
Not
Yeah.
that. This guy. No.
He translated it.
Do you
after
want
we called him
Do you
out,
want
he told
to? You
me
want to
that.
translate the whole
Yeah,
thing?
yeah.
I want Ryan to translate the whole thing in
He's like the
Korean.
Key and Peele translator.
Put your murmaro.
Oh my gosh, dude.
That literally sounded like put your penis in rice water. Because when I say burumaro, it's like burumaro mogo.
But it kind of makes sense.
It makes sense though.
I guess it kind of does. It kind of
No,
makes
no, I'm
sense.
sorry. No, you were
Okay.
you were so
Yeah,
deep.
yeah, yeah. I
right
would,
now.
of
Sorry, I
course.
didn't
This
mean
guy
to-
loves to derail me.
I'm
But
sorry.
so my mom now is just like, you know what? Just go have a kid.
Yeah.
And then figure it out later. And it made me feel like, yo, what have you been saying to me my entire life
Right.
that I thought this is the only way that you would accept me? So I'm not even trying to, you know, like make fun of the fact. It's more of just like, wow, like our parents are human. They have these standards, or they had these standards for us when they were kids, when they're like, man, this is my ideal for my children. But at some point, I just want my children to be happy. I just want to experience having grandchildren, blah, blah, blah. And you know, me putting my mom in this, like, she's never going to change,
Yeah.
you know, little bubble.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I was so wrong too.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So like, it's cool. Now I can have conversations. Man, I never was even able to talk to my mom about sex. Like, legit, I was like, that's the taboo topic.
Yeah.
We're not talking about that.
Mhm.
I remember just having this one awkward conversation
I'm like watching the
with my
camera.
mom. She's just like, make sure you're wearing a condom. I'm like, wait, what? What?
Mm.
What are you talking
Yeah.
about?
Yeah.
It'd be crazy if she gave you it to like.
Yeah.
That would have been weird. And then I'm like, yo, dude, but like, so that just made me feel like, okay, my parents they're humans.
Yeah.
That they try to instill within us, you know, morals and things like that. But at the end of the day, they understand and they get it. So
Nah, bro. I echo that. And then it's another step forward. It's like they're humans, but also they're works in progress themselves.
yes,
You know, so outside of just like the laws or the model minority textbook that we've been following our whole life, outside of the marry a Christian, whatever, outside of all that, when they learn to loosen the handcuffs, when they learn to voluntarily just be like, I trust you a little bit and loosen the handcuffs, that's the key to having like a true relationship with our parents, man.
Yeah.
They were so, you know, as immigrants, they came here with no blueprint. Their only blueprint was the family that came before them.
right.
Or like the ones that were, you know, that we're killing out here, the church person that has like that kid in Yale, whatever.
Right.
And it's like, or that
Yeah,
SAT,
yes.
the black and white newspaper clipping, like that's the guy that, you know what I mean? Like, that's who you following.
Right.
But then as you get older and what they realize too, there's a toggle switch that happens. It's like, oh, I was being unrealistic and I was being unfair. And good parents, and I pray that anyone who's listening to this who has parents that feels like they're incorrigible and like they won't change like that, I pray that you guys will have a dinner where you guys could talk real shit.
Bro, let's go. Yeah.
Honestly, because
100%.
that right there, that will bring God into the conversation.
Yes.
Because that's the reason why a lot of like versions of God's fractured in a lot of these people, because they see it in their parents. They're like, I don't want to follow that. That's some like law enforcement God. You know what I mean?
Right.
So definitely, I completely get it. But we can't underestimate our parents. We can't underestimate our parents. Like,
100%.
Bro,
Are you closer with mom or dad?
I'm closer with my dad. With my dad
like
more.
it,
With my
Why?
dad more.
I love to hear this because I didn't have a good father figure growing up. I actually grew up without a father.
Okay.
I mean, well, my dad got shot when I was 14, so like,
Damn,
like
I'm sorry to hear that.
for the majority of my becoming a man, I didn't have a blood father, because he was alive, but he was not a role model to me. So I kind of grew up without a father.
You turned out phenomenal though, bro.
Oh, praise God,
Yeah.
man.
No,
Thank
seriously,
you, man.
that's
Phenomenal?
Nah.
Just kidding.
Of course he's gonna say it, man.
No,
I
you
mean,
got great. You could have been a gang member. You could have been like, messing people up, been an asshole. But you're one of the downest, like humble, nicest people I've ever met. Especially when we were younger. When I was more of an asshole.
Look at him trying to be
He'll
all
jab
nice.
you.
Like,
and then
he's
give
trying to
you
be all
news
nice.
for it.
He's trying to be all
He'll
make up
jab
for what he
you.
just said right now.
Nah, but yeah.
That's what
Go
we
ahead,
do.
go ahead. Keep
You guys
going,
are
keep going,
fucking
keep
boys.
going, keep going.
Yeah,
Keep
you
going.
do.
Yeah.
I know. Keep
But,
going.
but no, I'm so I'm joking around, but I found that out later that what happened to your dad, and I'm like, it's amazing that you didn't turn out like
Shitty.
Yeah.
Dude,
Real
I
talk,
was on my. You know what's funny? Not funny. It's just interesting. Before my dad got shot, I was headed down that route because my dad was angry. He was violent.
Let's do a little.
Yeah.
Oh, let's do a little baby daddy
Sorry,
shot.
man.
Baby
I
daddy.
keep,
No. We good. This is
Don't take too many because we still got the game. One game that we're
damn.
we still
We
got.
haven't even
wait,
got to
what?
the.
No, that's not the.
to
That's
the
not
game.
this game. It's
All right, cool. We'll finish up this story
Yeah.
soon.
It's a baby
Yeah, that's
daddy
good, that's
shower.
good, that's good.
So
Yeah.
so
Baby
we have
daddy
to
shower.
do
There
one
it is.
baby daddy shower game.
Yes,
right?
yes.
This is the most wholesome tequila drinking.
I know.
Come
This
on.
is how we do.
Yeah.
Here we go.
The debauchery goes after when we stop rolling.
No debauchery.
So wait,
right,
so
so-
you were kind of like veering.
I was more going down towards the not healthy route. I would like, okay, my dad was violent, he was abusive, he was angry. So I downloaded all that stuff from him. So anytime I got in conflict out in elementary, middle school, even into high school, I got into a lot of fights because the only way that I knew how to deal with confrontation was violence because that's how I saw my dad do it.
Reflection.
And so I started hanging out with like the wrong crowd of kids and like started like, and this is in the 90s, so this is when Asian gang culture was starting to like pop off. I was like, oh, all the cool kids at school are in gangs, so I should start hanging out with those guys. And so I was already starting to go that route. And then in 9th grade, so entering into my freshman year, that was when my dad got shot. And then without going into all the details, he got shot in the head. He was supposed to die. And so the doctors are like, it doesn't look good. Your dad's probably not going to survive. If he does, he's going to be a vegetable at most, at best. He survived, and then he survived way beyond and recovered way beyond what the doctor said was possible. And the doctors are like, medically speaking, there's no explanation for this. You guys seem like a religious family. Maybe it's an act of God. We don't really have an explanation. So that was the moment where I was like,
Crazy.
wow, God actually jumped into this.
Yeah.
So that took me away from that path that I was on.
Wait, you knew then that was what God jumped in to get you out of that path?
I mean,
did you realize that later
Retrospect.
on?
Yeah, I mean, but like, I just knew that God was real.
Something,
Yeah.
Up until that
he
point,
was supposed to pass.
Right, he was supposed to die.
That's crazy.
And up until that time, God was just like, yeah, I go to church on Sundays with my family.
Like all, like yeah.
Korean. We grow up. We go to church on
100%.
Sundays. We praise God. We pray. We go to eat before, pray before we eat. Pray before we sleep. Go to church on Sundays. We're Christian. Like it was as much as Korean as I was Christian. It was a package deal. I was born into being Korean. I was born into being Christian.
Yeah.
And not to go too deep into the story, but I didn't know how to make it personal to me, because I was like, I'm not personal with God, because I'm not personal with me being Korean. I'm just like, yeah, I believe in God. Like, who doesn't believe in God, right? But when my dad survived when he wasn't supposed to, that was what made me. And because my mom was so confident, she was like, nope, he's gonna survive. He's gonna come back to us. He's gonna be just fine.
Oh, your mom one of those warriors?
My mom is a warrior, bro. She's a
one of
prayer
those
warrior,
Sebyok
dog.
the
Yes,
warriors.
to this
I know
day
what
she
you
is.
mean.
To this day she is.
Yeah.
5 a.m. every day, bro.
Wow.
To this day.
Yeah.
And she's like, nope, he's gonna be fine. We're gonna pray. And I'm looking at my mom. I'm like,
Yeah.
you okay? I'm gonna believe you. I don't want to hear this doctor. This doctor's saying a bunch of bad news. I don't want to believe him. I want to believe you. And then what my mom said actually happened. So I was like, wow, God, it's real. So I say all that to say, my mom has been somebody who I've like looked at as like, you know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So for the most part,
Yeah.
you know, she was like, well, you know, our dad's gonna survive. He's gonna, you know, he got shot in the head, but no, he's not gonna die. So whenever she would say stuff like, "Oh, you're supposed to marry a Korean girl," like this,
You were
is,
like,
I was like, "This is prophetic.
no.
This is from God.
Yeah.
God told her this." But
like,
now
"Damn
it's
it."
like,
I gotta tell you, hey,
it
look,
was written.
it doesn't look like
it
it's.
was
Oh
like
man.
she prophesied this.
Yeah.
So
That's crazy, right? Like I know.
That's
but
crazy.
you know what though? Like I will say that I've seen my mom, her humanized side. Bro, I had a dope conversation with the homie just the other day. He said when we look at our parents, but he was talking specifically about dads, but like let's just say parents. He says when we're kids, we look at our parents as heroes. So he said there's 3 phases. We look at them as heroes because you know they're they're the ones who are raising us, right? And then we get to like our teenage adolescence, and then we like we stop like vibing with them, so we demonize them.
Yeah.
So he
The
said,
ops.
so they become heroes,
Right.
to be demonized, and then when we get old enough to know like what they've been through, we humanize them.
Yeah.
So they go from hero to demonized to humanized. And I was like, oh, that is so accurate. Because when I look at my dad, I look at him as like, man, I don't agree with the way that you did things.
Yeah.
But you were just human, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I am, dude, when my dad had me, he was younger than I am right now. You know what I'm saying? When my dad had me, I am older than him when he had me. So I'm like, man, I know I don't have it all figured out right now.
They didn't have it figured out either, though. That's the thing.
But as kids, we think that they have it. They're our parents.
They don't have it.
I'm so glad you brought that up.
And that's the thing. Parents
Because,
didn't,
now that I have my kid coming, right?
Right.
It's kind of like we all have the similar story of just kind of like, we know the history. We know the repeated history. We know the generational cycle. When you ask me, like, am I ready? Yeah, I am. But also, what's very confusing to me is, like, my parents knew that, too, before, like, when I came with their parents, right?
Right.
But that generational cycle of close, far, close, I want to try everything in my power to not let that happen with my son.
That's amazing.
Meaning, like, I want to be transparent to the point where I'll let him know, like, I don't have it all figured out. But I don't want to do that to the point where the levee breaks. He's like, oh, my dad doesn't know what he's doing.
Right.
But transparent to the point where I'm honest, where he doesn't have that moment of disillusionment later, like, oh, this guy, like, he really didn't know what he was doing. You know what I mean? Like, I want to have a heart-to-heart with him.
And
I want to be honest with him, because think about it. Even like when we talk about our relationship with God, how can we be intimate with a father figure when we were never intimate with our father on earth? So like, if even me introducing faith to my son, I can't do that when I'm distant from him and be like, oh, this is something you need to believe. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I want to lead by example and also be transparent to the point where he doesn't feel like he has to hide anything from me. You know, and that's easier said than done, obviously.
100%.
You know, a lot of my friends that are fathers now, it's like, bitch. like,
Yeah,
you have no
yeah.
idea.
You know what? From my experience with my friends,
Yeah.
it's the right, like, knowing what we went through.
Yeah.
Knowing that you don't want to repeat that cycle.
Yeah.
And then, like, being aware of being like, I want to be transparent. It's not going to be perfect, but
Yeah.
the fact that you're willing to do that is you're already 10 steps
Bro,
ahead
we
of our
have
parents.
this intel. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? We
Right.
have this intel. Why are
Right.
we gonna follow the same path? You
Yeah.
know?
Right.
And I think a huge part of it is just like when you try to, it's like in anything. Like when you try to appear more put together than you are, and something goes wrong, you stress out and you start glitching out. That's when you tilt. You know what I mean? And that's when, like, you know, the abuse happens, or that's when the anger sparks and stuff like that. But if I just smooth, you know what I mean? Just try to be calm, try to be honest, try to be open with our feelings with our children. I feel like that is the key. Like, they're sponges, man. Like, they see things that you don't even think they'll see, you know? Even now, honestly, like when he's in my lady's stomach, the way we talk to each other, the way we, you know, the stress level, I believe in all that. The music that we listen to
100%,
now, you know.
yeah. They're already vibing right
yo,
now. Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
The energy, the waves that we're sending out, you know. So it's just, you know, we have our off days. We have our days when we feel like we're on point, and we have days when we're just kind of like, you know, a little glitched out. But as long as I'm open and just kind of like honest, that's what it is. My parents, they were honest people, but they fronted a lot because they wanted us not to worry. And in that way, they kind of damaged the family more. Do you know what I'm saying?
Wow,
Yeah, you know, for me, my dad growing up would be like, you got to do this. I was so good in school. I did this. I did that. To where I was like, man, you don't understand what I was going through.
Yeah.
To where later on I got older, and I think I was like when college, and he was like, hey, you know, college is a new ball game, blah blah. And he's like, you know, I gotta tell you, I ditched school until 10th grade.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, if you had told me this,
Yeah.
I feel like
We
it
could
would
have-
have
we could have
translated to
related.
me, where I'd be like,
Yeah,
oh, my
yeah,
dad
yeah.
understands. Maybe I should listen to him.
So
But
you
I was
didn't
like,
walk over the mountain barefoot in the snow?
yeah.
Right.
It's just, to me, I was like, you should have told me that. Like,
Yeah.
I wish, and that's the thing. I feel like they just coming into America.
Yeah.
They're brand new. They didn't know how to. The culture is different. If we were in Korea,
Yeah.
they would have been more honest with us, because I
Yeah.
feel like you know, they would be like the drinking culture and like just everything.
Yeah.
I feel like in America they were just so scared to shield us from everything that they were shielding us from the truth too.
Exactly,
You know,
bro.
and from growing and
That's
from
what it
learning
is.
and cutting our finger and then going from that. They were trying to prevent us from cutting our finger.
Yeah.
But it's like we had to cut our finger. We had to cut ourselves every now and then to
Absolutely.
So I think that
Absolutely.
leads me to this like realization that, of course, like nobody wants their kids. Yes, cheers. Nobody wants their kids to get hurt.
Yeah.
Because that's like a parental, like, it's built in them. Like, why would I want my kid to get hurt?
Yeah.
But I think there is there's like a level of, you can only learn a lesson if you kind of get burned.
Yeah.
You can only really learn the lesson when it kind of stings.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
Like,
if it's hot,
yeah,
you know,
exactly. It's the, like, don't touch the stove.
Yeah.
Okay, do you trust your mom that said don't trust it? But like, what if I actually touched? Like, wow,
yeah. Oh.
I am never doing that again.
Yeah.
Because
No,
now
absolutely.
I got burned. That's 100% me. I am the kid who always
You're
has
like-
to touch the stove.
Yeah.
But like, I think that's the thing that our parents did not want us to feel, was like, I don't even want my kid to touch the stove, because
Yeah.
that hurts so much. So how can I prevent them from touching the stove? And that's almost
And then that, you know what that ends up with? We touch the stove with a different group of people.
exactly,
Yeah.
and we do it in different ways.
Different ways.
To different degrees, and then it doesn't quite hurt in the way that like our parents thought.
Damn,
Where
bro.
so we're just like, I mean, it's so, I think this is cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
this is all right, until like that becomes a whole snowball thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? And like,
Nah,
it's
for
crazy,
sure.
bro.
So back to your question, am I ready? Yeah, I have the crib ready. I have the pads ready. It's childproof. Am I ready for all that?
Mm.
That's honestly, I'm more certain because, bro, it's through prayer, man. It's not my intellect. You know
Here's why I think you are ready, Rick, because
Cheers,
cheers, baby
Cheers.
daddy
That's
shot.
it, and then
We got to bring out
I'm
this
ready.
this
We
game
gotta
that you
go.
got in a second. But before that, why I think you are ready, bro. I've known you for a couple of years, handful of years, and I, you know, but not to say that like because I've seen your moves over social media that makes me know who you are, but through like kind of this like, you know, the Asian American entertainment whatever thing, what you want to call it, bubble, it's pretty small. What I've learned about you, Rick, is that, bro, you are somebody who functions within your sphere of value. And what I mean by that is you can move around so many different spheres, right? Music, entertainment. Dude, I love the fact that you are not like the person who's like, don't tell people that I do that. Like, you're just like, yo, let's keep it real, bro. Like, I gotta pay my bills. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I get it, and I'm right there with you, bro. I'm over here hustling, teaching dance classes, trying to make it through the month. You know what I mean? Like, do what you gotta do. But then outside of that, I see that there's this love of God that you have. There is this God-given talent, and God has blessed you with words, bro. Like, He just blessed you with words, the ability to craft words together. You're an eloquent speaker in the moment. So there's so many things that you have, and you're about to like take all of those things of Rick Lee, LyRicks, Bap Ross into this whole new chapter of like, I'm about to bring a life into this world. Yeah. So what I feel like is you are ready with you not being ready. Ooh. And I think there's something beautiful about that, because like that's how God has always taught you. God has always taught you with you having just enough tools, but not everything, for you to be humble enough to receive the next level of tools.
That Don Marion feeling, bro. Absolutely.
Right?
Damn, well put.
It's
bro.
like, dude, like I know enough to be here, but I don't know enough to know how to get to the next level.
Yeah.
But I know enough to be here.
I'm at the checkpoint.
Exactly.
Checkpoint.
Wow.
Exactly. But like, bro, like you have been like a real one, and like,
Thank you, bro.
I don't know if this is from God or not, bro. I'm praying this over you right now. I'm praying this over you. This is like, God has favor on you because you are authentically yourself. And He's gifted you with talents that He's like, I gave you these gifts. Use these gifts for my glory. But when you do it in the authentic way that you do it, without trying to be somebody else, without trying to like appease this category, just do it in the way that like I give it to you right now. Because what I see with you, bro, is you are somebody who is like in the moment, like, this is what I have to do right now. This is what I got to do right now. And then you step into it like with boldness. So, bro.
And confidence.
And
like,
confidence.
It doesn't, you know, I'm sure it's all gearing in there, but you just coming out smooth and like you're doing it well, man.
Thank you so much.
So I just wanna speak that and pray that over you, man. What's your you already have a name for your boy?
See, we're thinking Caden.
Caden.
Yeah, young warrior.
Ryan's a good name too. I mean,
Ryan's a great name.
What does Ryan mean?
Little King.
Does it?
Little
King.
How about Caden Ryan? Middle name.
Oh yeah, middle name
Ryan.
Ryan. You know,
That could be
or if
crazy.
you have a daughter, you can name her a girl named Ryan.
Rihanna.
Ryan. That's popular these days.
Ryan? Really?
Yeah, Ryan.
I'm not naming a daughter Ryan, bro.
I mean, if you want to be old school like that, you know what I mean?
yeah.
But it's like,
Oh,
think about like
all right.
your daughter being dope.
Yeah.
She could be a Stephanie. She could be a Jennifer. She could be this, right?
Yeah.
But then when she's coming out, they're like, oh, who's Ryan? Oh, and then she walks to the door, and then she has her bravado, what you taught her, you know? That could be a skis.
I love it. I love it.
You know what I mean?
I love it.
But yeah, you know, with what you're going to, are you done? I didn't mean to cut you off. I cut you off.
You did cut me off a little bit.
I was kinda going off
I forgot what I was
I'm
saying.
on the flow.
I'm
I
like,
went
I
on the
just-
tail end of what you
Yo, I
It's
love.
okay. It's okay.
yeah.
I love it.
I just-
Thank you, bro.
No.
it's
But
amazing.
okay, so
Thank you.
Caden,
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
So we got baby boy Caden on the way. You said his name means, one more time.
Young warrior.
Young warrior.
Yeah.
Did you fall on that name because what you knew what Caden meant?
No. So choosing a name is hard, man. Choosing a name is hard because names are important, right?
100%.
And the first thing that you think is like, I don't want the typical Bible name, because it's like it falls in like an ocean, and it's like just how many? We don't need another.
How many
Daniel.
Daniels? How many?
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
100.
But
how
then
many
the
Pauls?
other side of the spectrum is like you want a unique name, but if it's too unique, like who do you think you are? You know what I mean?
True.
So you want to find it in the middle, and this is funny. I have footage of this. We had like a list of potential names, and I actually put my head to her stomach, and I just went down the list. When it came to Caden, he roundhouse kicked me 3 times in the head. And I thought it was a fluke. So then I went down the list again, and I said Caden, and he hit me again.
Oh, there it is.
So, like, that to me was just like, wow, Because, I believe in that stuff, man. I believe in that,
100%, bro.
My boys who grow weed, they play delphonics because it grows better. Like, I believe in these things.
It's all connected. It's all connected.
Not to compare my son to Bud, but what I mean is I wanted to give him a choice. But at the same time, too, it's tentative because I need to see the face, man.
Yeah.
I need to see the face. The
You know,
name can't be
I
much
wanna
as a
encourage-
If he's too pretty, you gotta, you know what I mean?
We'll
Like,
go
you
with
gotta-
Ryan or something.
Yeah, just like thank you.
Wait.
Exactly.
Ryan actually means king.
Little King. Yeah.
Little King.
Little king. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a good name. That's a good name.
Yeah.
I want to affirm, man. I just feel, whatever your gut instinct was for Caden,
I like it.
as a young warrior, bro. I feel like that's who you've been. I feel like your boy is gonna be a reflection of everything that you've ever dreamed of, everything that you've ever prayed for, everything that you've ever wanted. Can I ask you, have you wanted a son?
Yeah, I did. I did want to. You mean like?
If you were to have a kid, we're like,
Yeah.
I want a daughter or
Were you
I
like
want a
first
son.
or
Yeah.
like, do you have preference?
Yeah, that's a hard question, B.
Oh, so you never had that.
Daughters melt your heart, man. There's a whole
true,
different
that's
reason why
true.
you want daughters.
True,
There's
true,
a whole
true,
lot, but in this climate of the world right now, I don't think I can handle a daughter. Right now.
Can I also mention that Caden also is cadence?
That's exactly.
Cadence.
I heard that too.
Like I'm
I was
like
about to
that
get to that.
is
Exactly.
perfect.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Yeah, I
better be a rapper.
my last name is Lee, so like I had the sincere, I had the Jet. I wanted Jet Lee, you know what I mean? I want Jet Lee. I told Dumb that he's like, he's not even the top 3 martial artists, man. He uses strings, bro.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
Not even Jackie.
I want it
man.
honest, honestly. But that's also a discipline of mine. Like I had to step away from the little wordplay. You know what I mean?
No, I get it.
Yeah.
But you know, I just wanna, man, I'm gonna pray over that, and I'm just gonna say it like, I think whatever name that you have on your heart between you and your girl, Caden, I think that God has put that on your heart, and I'm gonna pray into that, man.
Thank you, bro.
You know what I mean? And Rick, I told you this on the other pod. You are legitimately one of my favorite lyricists.
Jeez.
I don't even say that because you're like, as one of my favorite Asian lyricists. I don't say that.
Yeah.
Like, cause
That's huge. Thank you, bro.
when I watch your content, I am sucked in, dude. I'm not even like.
A 9-minute retention says something, yo. I appreciate you guys.
And
man.
I promise you.
Yeah, you guys are dedicated.
I'd be watching. I'm like, I'll be catching like, I caught that little Zordon line. I'm like, I put the little Zordon.
I saw that, the gift.
I was like, bro, I'm watching, dude.
I appreciate you, bro.
And that's a God-given gift.
Thank you.
And I believe that God has a download for you, for you to pass on to your son. And what you shared on the Good Service Pod, as far as you being a man of God, also being an artist, also being just a person in this world, and not feeling like you need to compartmentalize, like, oh, I'm on this podcast, so I should talk like this, or I'm on this thing, so I should talk like this. What I appreciate about you is your authenticity. man, your authenticity comes through 1,000%, man.
Yeah.
And I believe that that's why you're so effective. And I believe that God is gonna bless that. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate you.
And
man.
you know, with this,
Rise is
How do
way.
I? How do I
why are you
pivot?
laughing
How do I
at me?
pivot from that?
why are you
Such a-
wait? Why are you trying to pivot? What,
No,
what
I'm
are you trying
saying
to
we're
pivot
supposed to
to?
do like stupid games after. You made it so
Oh,
like
fudge,
deep.
are we trying to
You
play
made it so
games?
super deep, and I was like, dude, okay.
On that
Oh,
note,
by then,
we
oh,
got
Communion.
By the
We
way,
got
I know you
Ryan's
just said that nice
Wheel
stuff.
of Debauchery.
No, I'm not doing the wheel, bro. I told.
Now it's to dip the dick in the multo.
I actually forgot.
Oh my god. Okay.
I forgot that we were trying to
No, it's all good.
play games.
This is the baby daddy shower.
The baby daddy shower.
My man gave me 4 cups of tequila and gave me baby food.
Okay, so look. You
After
know what
Ojingo.
okay, so yes, I did think about that. But you going into your fatherhood,
Yeah.
you're being a new dad, and being in this new food influencer that you've been doing.
Influencer.
That's a
Influencer,
good
right?
one. Food
Um,
influencer.
We kind of wanted to test your palate, you
Let's
know,
go.
because you might have to figure out what's what, you know what I
Alright.
mean? So here's the game. The game is easy. How many ingredients and what type of whatever it is, and then you have to guess it. If you guess it correctly, we'll take a shot. If you guess incorrectly, you have to take a shot.
All right.
Okay, hold on. Let me. I don't even know if I know the rules. Okay, so you're gonna give him the number of ingredients
Yes.
is in each thing.
one, yeah. So
This is ice water, right?
Yes,
Palate
it's ice.
cleanser?
Does he need to guess what those ingredients are?
yeah.
All of the ingredients?
Some of them.
I
are
don't think
one-
anyone
can
can
I-
do
can I-
that.
More than half. 50%.
More than half. More than half. At least. If
Okay.
there's 3, there at least 2.
Let's go.
Okay.
All right, cool.
And here's
So
the, and
if
here's the
he
thing,
if
you
he
take a
guesses
shot.
them correctly, then we take a shot, and then if he gets them wrong, he has
Yes.
to take a shot.
Yes.
All right, cool.
All right.
There we go.
So
So just
first
open-
one.
okay.
Yeah, go ahead and
All right,
open
so
number
that's
one. Open number one.
Number
This
one.
one's the easy one. Okay. So
Dude,
it's
this
a
is
softball.
baby
It's
daddy
it's a
shower
fruit.
games.
You don't have to.
Don't give him hints,
No,
bro.
I'm gonna give him a hint.
Apple.
Okay, you got it. Boom.
That's one ingredient.
One ingredient.
Oh.
Yeah, you got it. Oh, it's gonna. There's more.
Oh, okay,
There's
so
one-
that's the one ingredient. So okay, so we
Oh,
have
y'all
to
gonna get
take a
fucked
shot?
up.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay. Right here.
I don't know. I feel like this is about to get more complicated.
Oh,
go.
it's about
Okay.
to get more complicated.
Cool.
All right, so you took your.
Yeah, I did mine. All right.
All right, number two. Number
Number
two.
two.
It's you want to talk about it, like what you see for the listeners?
Absolutely. It looks like like hoisin sauce and kanjang put together.
Oh.
Can I smell it or just
Yeah, you
straight to
can
the
smell-
mouth?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want. This is your palate.
All right.
Oh, he takes a big spoonful.
Yeah.
That looked good, actually.
It's a combo of it's a two.
I'll give you if you want to say 2. What you think is? If you get one of them, you get it.
That's team prunes.
You got it.
Is it prunes?
It's prunes. Yes. Come on.
Just straight up prunes?
Straight up prunes.
Why are you making it so easy for him?
Hold on. With this one, 3.
Wait, hold on, bro.
There's 3.
Yeah.
That looks like Dijon
There's
mustard.
3 vegetables. You gotta get all 3. Okay, yeah. You get all 3.
There's 3 vegetables in here?
3 vegetables.
Yes, let's
Oh,
make
it's
it.
a
And I'll,
blend
and
of 3.
a blend of 3, and I'll give you a pro tip hit. They're all green.
Wait, after he tries.
You know what this looks like? You know the Peruvian food from Mario's?
Oh yeah, the green sauce, yeah.
The
Oh, he
sauce.
takes a big.
Oh, that's real. Wow, he's going for another. He's going for another. Oh, wow. Damn, that was 3.
Peas.
Oh.
Kale. No.
Mm.
Peas. Spinach.
Is that your final answer? And then what
Oh,
else? What's your
yeah,
third?
there's a third. Wow, he's going for another. Wow,
He's going in.
that's hardcore.
Commitment. I love it.
He wants to experience the whole dose.
Peas. Spinach. What is that? He says all green.
All green.
Broccoli. I don't know.
Ah, no.
What is
Sorry.
it?
It's peas, green beans, and asparagus. But thank you for eating all of that here.
Wow.
Shit.
Okay, so that.
You know, it
That
tastes
was
like
good.
Well, let me ask you, when you first
PG a little
when
bit.
you first heard
PG.
when you first hit it, like you went and then when you hit it back, was it better the second time around? Or?
Well, I mean, you know, you went from sweet, fucked up. That's
Yeah,
not.
well, this is a taste. I know. I should have had a palate cleanser.
That makes me curious, like, as to why we expect our babies to enjoy
Because
these
there's a
foods.
there's a umami to this.
Yeah.
This is like.
So you should never
it's
feed
like a
your
smoothie
babies.
If anything,
sweets.
you feed this.
You
maybe
start them with this. Like, introduce them. This is what food tastes like.
Nah, that's messed up. My baby's not gonna eat this. My baby is not gonna eat
Here's
this.
what food is.
Okay.
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay. This one is a little tougher. This number 4. Okay. But I'll give you half, and these 3 ingredients, I'll give you. You can get them at Thanksgiving. Right. They come in Thanksgiving. One of the ingredients out of it is a protein. I'll give it to you.
Is it protein?
It's a protein. Protein, two vegetables.
Protein isn't meat?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh. My guy's
You
trying.
can spit it out.
He wants
if
to
you need
throw up. He wants to throw
No,
up.
I don't want you to throw it back into the green beans.
Are these
one.
Gerbers right now? Because, bro, yam, carrot, turkey, yam.
Yam, I'll give you yam. It's sweet potato.
Sweet potato.
Okay, sweet potato.
Cousins.
Cousins, yeah. And I will give it to you. Turkey is
Chicken.
chicken. Is
Cousins.
chicken.
But is it carrot?
It's not carrot, it's squash. But close.
It's close enough. How about we'll take it for
We'll-
because my guy almost threw up
yeah,
right
no,
now.
No, we'll all take one.
We'll
All
all
right,
take one on that one. We'll all
that
take
was like
one
a
on that one.
community.
Yeah.
Community.
Community.
We'll all
Let's
take
do
one.
it. Cheers,
There we
cheers.
go. All right,
Okay.
we're on our last one.
Okay, this is the last one. If you get this one, you are the master. I'm gonna tell you what this flavor.
I feel like we need to do this with all of our guests.
Yes, the two flavors from this. You can get it in a Christmas dinner.
I'm Korean. I never had a
Christmas dinner and Thanksgiving dinner
Okay,
in my
yeah,
mind
maybe
is the same.
That's bad. That's bad. Okay. Okay. See if I give you.
I got. Don't worry about it. Don't worry
All right,
about it. Wait.
you're
First of all,
you're saying
why
like
is there discoloration in the?
No, that's the color, baby.
It looks like Myeongnanja, dude. This looks like.
This is delicious.
Okay. By the way, this is like stage 3 or 4 for kids, so this is on the level of like.
what is
It's
that,
gonna be.
dog? That looks like
It's the same.
horseradish, dude.
Yeah. What's the color like?
That looks like horseradish.
You look at me like fucker.
Beef and gravy.
Beef and gravy?
Can I tell you? Okay.
Oh wait.
Close. You got one. I'll give you one more chance.
He's going for another. Oh my gosh, that looks like horseradish.
It looks like horseradish. What
Looks
kind of
like
horseradish?
pate.
You got? Yeah. Christmas dinner.
And not Thanksgiving, Christmas.
But Thanksgiving, there's a present there.
Beef
too.
and ham.
You
Is
got
it ham and?
You got the first one.
Gravy.
Yes. Ham and gravy.
This is delicious.
I
No, I'm not even gonna lie to
Can I
you.
be honest? I thought that was gonna be the one to break you. Like, oh, that's gross.
This is it granulates in your mouth.
Let me
This
see.
is
Dude, I want to
Like
try
PTSD
some of this
feeling
right
at
now.
the end.
Ham and gravy? What? Hold on, let me get
you know what that
some
tastes like? It tastes like Vienna
Vienna
sausages,
sausage,
just
yeah.
like ground up.
Pate, Vienna sausage.
Now, can I be
Oh,
completely
fudge.
transparent to you?
Disgusting.
You can be disappointed.
You did this before.
No, but I'm preparing a baby shower,
I
bro.
know.
So I've seen all these because this is one of the games.
Yeah, I told him, I was like, so we're doing
But-
baby shower games of this?
But
I picked some good ones.
you picked some great ones.
Yeah.
You picked the big boys right
Yeah,
here.
yeah. I mean, we that's why this is the baby.
This is
guest.
good. Yeah, this is good for me because I know what I'm gonna put my boys through. You know what I mean? Can I be real with you? This is delicious, bro.
Yeah,
like,
it's not
yeah,
bad.
I think this will be this. Come on,
That'd be good,
this
some
is
crackers,
punishment.
like this with some crackers.
Absolutely, absolutely. Or even like if you don't have tuna for kimbap, you just put this in there with some takwang. Nah, bro. Thank you. Yo, can I be real with you though? As a podcast, right? From the Uber, from the drinks to the ojinga to the photog, like You guys made me
we're
feel
trying-
special. You guys kind of ruined it.
Special, baby.
Yo,
bro.
man, for real. Remember your other? I told you if there's no catering at the next podcast, like you guys are fucking it
brought
up
a
for me for
different
the.
catering.
Yo, this is crazy.
We brought baby food catering.
Yeah, nah, seriously, you guys went above and beyond. This was
Hey,
incredible,
that's what's
bro.
up, man.
No, this is
Yeah.
just us buttering you up to be the third host. You know,
Yeah.
on the podcast.
Yes, we got like three,
You know, I am
4,
free
3,
agent right
You're
now.
a free agent.
No, that's
Hey,
crazy. Thank you,
but,
man.
But Rick, we just want to shout you out for what you've been doing in dude your career, what you've been doing for the community. But more than that, man, we want to celebrate your life, man.
Yes.
And
And
you
the
know,
future life that
with
you're
this
bringing
game
in.
that we just played, as funny and for me as not as tasteful as it was, because that was disgusting for me.
You might like the apple.
No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't.
Oh, you
Dude,
don't like
I
the
didn't
beef?
taste that.
Everything like this just
Dude,
reminds me
that-
how real it is, bro.
This
Yeah,
is
it
it.
is
This is
real.
it.
It is
This
real.
is you're gonna be doing this, tasting it, like you know what I mean? Like you're gonna. This is it. So,
Yeah, I mean,
and you did a great job. Palate, amazing.
thank
know?
you.
Yes.
Yeah,
Your
no,
palate
and you-
is on another
and
level,
you know,
bro.
I was
I'd
gonna
have
say
been
just
like-
take a little bit.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
but
yeah.
You were like,
I'm a ladle boy, baby.
like, what is this?
I was gonna ask for a real size
There was a
spoon,
couple
baby.
times where you looked like you were about to yak, but you
Yeah,
took
yeah,
like
yeah.
3 more spoons.
It was
Joey said,
yeah.
Joey Tremaine, he's like, what is it, like 2 bites?
exactly.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
But
Cheers.
yeah, let's do one more cheers before
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
land
Sweet.
this plane.
Is this the most you drank on a podcast? Did we
I
break the
think so.
record?
I think
know,
this
we've gotten
is-
fucked up.
You got
when
fucked
we
up?
try to figure out what we're doing.
Right,
but
right.
With a guest, yes. And this is
But
like
in the
kinda-
most recent, yes, this has been.
I had to break some kind of record. Let's go.
But Rick, man, thank you so much for stopping through, man.
Thank you.
What's a way that people can serve you in this season of life, man? What you got going on? How can people like see what's the latest and greatest and all those things, bro?
Damn. All right. So for the plugs, YOX Rick on Instagram. That's like the centerpiece of the Venn diagram where I still have YOX and I have Bap Ross on there. But
Yep.
on my TikTok it's strictly my food stuff.
Is
And
that
I'm gonna
also YOX Rick?
No, it's
Bap
Bap Ross.
Bob
Yeah,
Ross.
Bap
All right,
Ross.
all right.
And yeah, I mean, okay, I'm just gonna say it because
Just
I
go
would
ahead,
love to
bro.
do it.
Just plug it all in.
You know, we have a baby registry. You know what I
go,
mean?
let's go,
Just like
yeah.
I don't feel comfortable asking people for things, but just like I'll shoot a link out in my like videos upcoming on TikTok. But just like if you guys like what you're seeing, I don't want to ask for money, but if you want to help out the family, there's some things that my lady wants, so I'll just put it out there. If it's on your heart, help us out. That's great, But more than that, just share the word right now, because I'm treating TikTok and Instagram like the business card. I'm gonna do long format stuff on YouTube and actually like take it to the next level. Do like episodes, but for now, just getting my numbers up so when people see it and I put it in a packet, they'll be like, oh, That's the biggest thing right now. Just making sure that my spread's there.
Totally.
And
Yeah,
just
for sure.
prayers. We have new music coming out, like you heard, the Come Back Home
Yes,
coming
sir.
in,
Yes,
with
sir.
JL. He's
Woo,
producing.
I can't
We
wait
got
for that one.
Manifest. We have a song with
Let's
Manifest back. You know what I
go.
mean? So the gift crew is back. But more than anything, if I just close with this, like, you were talking about how I'm like so good with talking and I have my way of words. Orators sometimes also are cursed because they talk a good game, but they look for an escape plan sometimes. You know what I mean? Like people who talk well, sometimes they lack in other parts, So in prayer, just make sure that my character and my actions also equal to my words. Do you know what I'm talking about? And it's scary to say because I don't want to be too honest like that, but just cuz like I put words together well and I'm poetic, it doesn't mean I'm all put together like I appear to be, So just like when my son's here, he sees me on stage and backstage, you know what I mean? So just so that he respects me as a father that's just real, you know what I mean? Just weak but also dependent and strong. That's it,
Bro,
Yeah.
that's good.
That's it.
You're,
you,
you're
guys.
on your way, man. Like you're
Thank
from
you.
us having our parents like going through what we did. I'm not gonna be a father. Like me and my wife, we decided not to have kids.
Yeah.
But when I hear that, it's like you really want to just break the cycle. You're excited. You're scared
Hell yeah.
of what you're capable.
Still eating this
No.
baby
and And it's just like, I think that's the step, man. Just knowing your faults, knowing what you're capable of, knowing that we are not perfect. It's yeah, dude.
Can I end the episode with a stack?
Yes.
I'm gonna give him moment for this.
You know what? I want also was like, dude, you should, if you could explain what you were eating and like your
I
Bap
am
Ross
so
thing,
curious
I got
about
you.
what this stack is about.
I got you. So pretty much this is like do you remember that song Bridging the Gap by Nas where he had his dad on it? It's like the old and new.
Yes.
So the ojinga represents our grandmothers, the aquanet, you know what I mean? The retirement home, the broken hip. This is the foundation because without our elders, we're nothing. And then the mayo and Tabasco represents, I'm saucy, baby. You know what I mean? You need to have a little bit of, the Tabasco reminds me of my dad's favorite hot sauce. So that's like the Asian side, and mayo is white, so which is like, that's the Asian American blend, right? And then sometimes life is disgusting, bro. So you put a little disgusting on top. But then if you pray and you put Bobby Lee on the door, you're going to get Bobby Lee and get some sweetness. So you put a little apple on top. But then when you think things are sweet, God will throw a curveball sometimes and make it nasty again. You feel me? And then it gets sweet again. It's all about the waveforms. But at the end of the day, if you know the meat of things,
Hey, but
that's, you know what? You know what that represents?
Yeah.
That I fucked up.
Life fucks up, aren't you?
That's what that represents.
You just scoop it all
You
up.
scoop
In
it
the
back
gravy,
up.
baby.
You scoop it all up, and apple, baby.
Oh.
Wow.
Phenomenal. That bite represents this podcast. It was all over the place. We were intoxicated. We were sober. It was Christ-like. It was debaucherous. But at the same time, it was real, and it happened right in front of your face, baby. Conversations. Let's go. Let's take another shot. Yeah.
That's what I'm
Beautiful.
saying.
That was it.
Hey,
That-
hold up.
Beautiful.
Did we send it off
I think
already?
he
Are
did
we
it.
still
I think he just
recording?
said it.